water. Be right back.
Okay, I suppose you can grab water. Also, hi everybody watching the stream.
Oh, hello.
Hi, friends.
Thanks for the warning.
You're welcome. I thought my warning was, are we all basically ready? I thought. I thought, and that was my first mistake.
Story of my existence.
It is the primal mistake, the mistake is thinking. So anyway, hi everybody watching. We're about to get started. But we're not actually started yet, but we're going to. So
We swear, we're actually going to play a game tonight.
Keep up with that, whatever that was that I just said.
For those wondering, yes, I am continuing my coloring from last week. I'm going to actually finish.
You're... Is there any way to turn yourself up a bit, Hannah?
I'm on the tablet tonight, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, I figured, but I wanted to make sure that there wasn't something else.
I turned her up in Discord. That got her almost to the same volume as the rest of you.
Maxed in Discord.
Same.
Hold up. No, I don't want that. Nope, stop. Not you guys. Windows.
That was the second problem after thinking is Windows.
Why? Where the fuck? Ugh. Why? Why are you being so stupid?
It is being stupid because it can be.
You know what? If I fucking wanted your sass, I would tell you to fuck right off.
I mean, you are in a
you
call
would
with me. Sass is going to happen.
Yeah, well, if you
It is.
Fuck right off.
You know what you signed up for.
And I regret it every day.
The only way I cannot be a smartass is to be asleep, basically, or dead.
I would
and even dead, I'm not going to make any wagers.
Alright. Is that better? Hello.
A little?
A little bit.
Alright, let me turn it up. I didn't want to, like, blow your eardrums out.
I appreciate that.
Me too.
I, too, like having ears.
Alright, is that better?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
That is much louder, yes.
Okay. I turned it up all the way. I was at 62.
Did you turn it to 11?
No, I turned it to 100. I can't go to 11, you stupid fuck. That would be quieter.
You're at 100. You could go to 11.
All the way to 11.
Alright, so let's actually play. It's been a million years, or so it feels like. So let's do some recapping of what happened last time. So who wants to recap?
We fought some shit. We fought some evil motherfuckers.
Who wants to recap in a meaningful way?
You asked me to recap. You were not specific.
No, I asked who wants to recap. I did not say, Hannah, please do this in the most unuseful way possible. I would have been that specific had I wanted that.
All right. How good of a recap can I give? Roll for communication. Okay, 13.
Oh my god.
13 is sufficient. Begin your recap.
We entered.
You do have stunt points.
We entered a city, and then we were heading around. People didn't like. Did they not like me, or did they not like the elves? I don't remember.
It was you.
This is
okay.
This is
Halam Sharal, which is an elven city, basically. It's in a lot of ways the last real elven city, though it is controlled by Orlais.
Okay, they didn't like me. We were sort of cautiously moving around. We heard a guy getting beat up around the corner, kind of snuck into position to see what was going on, and it was a bunch of, excuse me, elves and humans beating up on a dwarf, and then they spotted us and started getting ready to attack us. Some of them fled, we killed some of them, and one last of them fled the other way.
That sums it up pretty well. To expand on that,
we left none alive, except for the one that got away.
Yeah, the one that got away.
None,
I
except
thought
for
there
that
were
one.
two that got away.
were there two that got away? I think there were.
There were two
actually.
Yeah.
that got away with the dwarf, and one that ran away from
Oh
us.
no, one of
Yeah,
them.
there was like almost
Thug
4 of
3
them
ran
took
away.
the.
Thug 3 got away. Thug 4, I think, was trying to get away, but
No, he
Rachel
got
was in his
away.
way. No, Thug 4
No,
still
thugs
alive.
1 through 4,
Or
1, 2, and
dead.
4 are dead.
Wait,
Yeah.
he is?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
down there. Yeah, that's where Rachel's
I
character
forgot
was,
about him.
way down there. And
I
Yeah.
forgot about
Rachel
him.
murdered his ass.
yeah, basically.
Mhm.
After Troy threw him from the roof.
Yep. I think that did most of the murdering. Let's be fair. I think Rachel just finished him off.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's to add a little bit more relevant detail. Basically, you guys were sneaking to see what was happening, and some of you were not as sneaky as others. And basically, when they saw you, they thought that you were in league with the dwarf that they were beating up, and that is why they attacked you.
Okay. And we have
Cool.
defeated them, and we were going to go find a place to rest.
Yes.
Sleep it off.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Supposedly, but Wolf wouldn't let us actually get to an inn, which means we're not really done fighting shit yet.
No, the only reason you guys haven't been able to move on is because we stopped.
We might just accidentally start a bar fight.
Oh yeah, that was next
Yeah.
I believe that. And by I believe you guys, I believe Hannah could start a bar fight.
Yeah.
Well, wait,
Considering there are
actual
humans
Hannah
here,
or
too.
Devera? Because that's two different people.
Devera.
That is a good point. That is unfair of me to assume that Hannah the player will start a bar fight, because that would totally happen.
Hannah the person would start a bar fight. Hannah the player may not. Hannah the player didn't do as great of a job as she wanted to role playing her character, and she's going to do better this week. Okay, God. Fucking call me
Alright.
out like that.
But Devera, the character.
Devera may not start a
Devera-
bar fight. Hannah would.
Devera has
Let's
a
make a clear distinction here.
has a smaller chance of starting a bar fight than Hannah.
Okay.
Let us-
Got it.
Really? I'm thinking she would have a pretty high chance, especially if there's humans around.
There's humans
That's
here.
true.
She's gonna fucking
Entirely
stab one
depends
with a
on if
fork.
there's humans.
Exactly.
I still think that's a less chance than Hannah starting a bar fight.
Yeah, Hannah will start a bar fight with anybody. Devera only start bar fights if there's humans there. It's a really important distinction.
Okay, but there's
Hannah
humans
is
prowling all
very
over the
aggro.
city.
Come on.
Yeah, this is our lay. There's humans and elves.
That's true.
mostly.
There are a lot of elves, but there are still humans.
Yeah.
All right, on with the game.
Can
Yes,
I look
on
at
with
the
the game.
bodies?
Can you loot
Let
the bodies?
the
Yes,
bodies
you
hit
can.
the floor.
Not
Oh yeah,
quite
I was gonna ask you if I could recover any of my arrows.
Yes.
Like
How
I did last
many-
time.
How many arrows did you shoot?
Let's look.
Let's count.
I think I've only
I think you only shot like
2.
2. Yeah. Roll me 2d6.
One arrow
Any
in
modifier?
the body.
No.
2 arrows in the
5.
body.
You can recover them, but they're gonna need to be repaired before you can really use them again.
Yeah, no, fuck it. If they broken, I don't want them.
It's not so much they've broken; it's just the fact that they've been used, and they've been stuck in bodies and mist, and I think you.
The weight is all off.
Yeah, it's
Nope.
like the fletching is kind of messed up, so they're not gonna shoot quite right, so that sort of thing.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I still have 16.
Okay.
I'll just leave them there for some
I was
poor
thinking
child
more
to
of
find.
looking at their bodies to see if we could find out anything about who they were or what group they might have been with.
Yeah.
Or what kind of
wants
shit
to
they have that we can take.
observe.
All right.
I'd also.
Give me. First, give me a perception seeing.
Perception.
Anybody else gonna search the bodies like that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Sure, why not?
I have both
Hell yes.
I have both perception seeing and searching.
Okay.
So
God damn. Jesus Christ.
There goes all my high rolls.
Yeah, you guys have
And I
gotten your
got-
high rolls out of the way very early.
yep, this is normal.
Yeah.
It's pretty classic for us.
Since that went by pretty quick for the stream. They rolled a 17, an 11, a 17, and a 16. Bear in mind,
I
that
got
this
stun points. So did Rachel.
I got stun
That's true.
points as
Oh,
well.
I did get stun points.
You do have
So did
stun
Troy.
points. A lot of these aren't necessarily relevant. Let me check.
It's like role playing.
Exploration or
Exploration
These are
stunts.
exploration for sure.
yeah.
Efficient and speedy search. That
See,
makes
I've
me wonder.
got
Actually,
4.
I think you can. I think that's valid.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna use my stunt points to perform an efficient search.
Okay.
And speedy search, because why the fuck not? Because
Okay.
I have 4 points, and I might as well burn them.
Yeah.
2 points.
So does Rachel also has 4 points?
Yes. So wait, what should I do?
Probably efficient search.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's under exploration
I hope everybody has
stunts.
the PDF, the stunt on.
I don't. That's why I had to realize, and I'm out hunting it down somewhere.
It should be too far up in the.
Should be. Yeah, I got it last week.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's sorry, it's one
Mine's
of those
in my
it's on the
downloads
17th.
folder.
And
Yeah.
that's not too far up. to
Yep, I
scroll.
found it.
Okay, good.
Sorry,
No, it's
new
fine.
computer.
It's new computer who dis.
Pretty much.
It's
New
fine.
computer, who you?
I have actual Dead Tree copies of them, so I tend to forget.
No, that's okay. I'm not on my actual.
That
Like,
actually
didn't
reminds
put it
me,
on last time.
when I visit, I can bring a couple of them. Of the Dead Tree ones, so it'll be a little easier. At least for the Cincinnati
Dead
folk. The Canadians will have to settle for having poutine and coffee crisp.
Yeah.
And help
Smart.
Scary.
hate you.
Smarties and ketchup
Fuck you.
chips and
No,
Okay,
you're
What are
you're losing me.
Smarties?
Oh my
They're
god,
like-
didn't John buy fucking Smarties?
they're
Oh,
like
gonna-
M&Ms, Rachel.
But better.
No, they're horrible. They taste like paint-covered dirt.
They're fucking delicious. Go fuck yourself. I'll fucking fight you about this. I'm a little slap happy right now.
This
only
stream
thing I-
not brought to you by Smarties.
American or Canadian.
The only thing I used to use Smarties for when I was a kid, you would lick them and then like rub the candy color on your face to make makeup. So you use like the red one on your lips and make little rosy pink cheeks. And you would just like lick the blue and put it on your eyelids and then like, hey mom, look what I did with my Smarties. And they're like, oh my god, you're so sticky. Like, why, child? That's what I used my Smarties for.
That's
We used to use Necco wafers as communion because we were good Catholic children.
Hello wafers.
Whoa.
yeah. I'd go with Nilla wafers over Necco wafers
Necco wafers are not bad.
because Nilla wafers actually are good, and Necco wafers
Fuck you.
are chalk.
Alright, listen, I'm done having this argument. Let's move on.
All right.
Yeah.
Before
do we
before
find?
Hannah starts a bar fight somehow with all of us.
I would like to do an efficient search.
Okay.
And I shall do a speedy search.
I'm going to go check out the thug number 4 down here.
Okay. Do you guys want to spread out and do that?
I'm gonna check up thug
Um,
number 1 since he's right next to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna search the alleyway that they left over here.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'll look at Thug 2 then.
Okay. So we'll start with Hannah since you have the lowest. And you're doing Thug. Okay. So doesn't have a lot of anything interesting on him.
Damn.
Basically has a crossbow, some armor that's not in very good shape anymore now that a lot of holes have been put in it.
Fucked it up.
Yeah, I got a bit fucked up. And a club. I mean, it's basically a stick.
Mm.
A large stick, a heavy stick, but still just a stick, more or less.
I look at my two-handed baby and go, nah.
Roll me a d6 and then 2d6.
A d6 and 2d6?
Yeah, they're going to be separate.
No, you're fine. I wanted to make sure you didn't say a d6
Yes.
plus something.
Okay, you also
Nice! I got a crit success and a crit fail.
all in the same roll. You do find a little money on him. It looks like it's 3 silver and 7 copper.
Take that.
Nice.
3 silver, 7 copper.
Yeah, it's mostly in copper, but for purposes of not telling you, all right, 1 silver and 200 and something copper, it's 3 silver and 7 copper. Then we will go down to Tail, and you searched super good. For the most part, the equipment that the guys got is about the same that Devera found.
Devere.
You also find some lock picks that are kind of hidden in one of his sleeves. It's a kind of an interesting rig, actually. It allows him to kind of sling his arm and have them pop into his hand without having to reach in there and grab it.
Talking like a lockpick set, like we would have bought at the beginning of the game. Okay, very cool.
Lockpick set. He also has a bit of money. For fuck's sake. I have a phone call. Okay. So, I'll be right back.
Are we unmuted or are we entertaining this chat?
I'm pretty sure we're entertaining the chat. Hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
What's up, my bitches? I am a little slap happy right now.
I noticed.
Overcooked 2 is coming out soon. Apparently, pre-ordering it gives you 5 new chefs.
Woohoo!
I don't pre-order shit.
Oh, Porky time.
Overcooked.
I found Porky time.
Corgi time! I love the one with floppy paws. It's my favorite
I love
thing to
the
do
one
with
with the
any
food.
animal.
I'm actually gonna.
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah.
The one with the floppy paws I do with like every animal. I used to do it with my bunny. I do it with my cats.
I love
I
My cats wouldn't do that. My cats wouldn't let me do that. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Not falling, I promise.
top left window is just like, hi.
The knees. Just, hi.
I pissed off my dog because I took him and I like held him and I took him out of the kitchen while there was like my parents were trying to clean up after dinner and I made him sit with me. And he was like, "Fuck you, bitch."
well, yeah, you took him away from all the action.
The food he couldn't have because we had chicken soaked that was like cooked in enchilada sauce and then had like black beans and tacos and not tacos
Yeah, that's not
burritos.
ours.
What he wanted.
Yes. Yes.
Not for the
It's a
purpose.
spoiled rotten dog.
I know. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying.
Rachel, when am I seeing your face this week?
Are you going over tomorrow?
I can. Probably, yeah.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Then tomorrow.
Oh, sweet.
I'm probably going over whenever John gets off work, and then between the time in which I get home, get on the treadmill, eat dinner, and between that, I'm gonna watch more Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She was so fucking good. Rachel, you gotta get the first season out of the Fort Thomas Library.
Oh dear lord.
Rachel.
Why can't I get the first season out of the Kenton County Library?
Or you get it out of the Kenton County Library. But let me just tell you, listen, the plot between Santiago and Peralta is just warming my hopeless romantic heart. Like, I almost threw my phone at the season 2 finale. My phone almost ended up through my TV yesterday.
That would not be good.
Yesterday or the day before? Yesterday. I was watching it yesterday and my phone almost ended up through the TV. It was really bad.
Was it
That's
because of poor
Congratulations.
aim, because of not being strong enough, or because you purposely missed?
No, I didn't actually throw it,
Okay.
but I wanted to. I was looking at the characters and going, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why do you wound me like this?
They lived to do that, Hannah.
Let me just listen. The show is like so fucking good, and I'm so glad it is coming back. Did you know that Fox has really good comedies? Because that's what I've learned. New Girl is really good. I've been watching that. I watched an episode and a half of that on the treadmill last week. Been fucking binge watching the hell out of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
In other news, Avatar: The Last Airbender is back on Netflix.
Canadian Netflix.
Coco is back on American Netflix, and I am hella fucking excited.
Oh, it was
Have you
so
seen
good.
it?
I saw it on an airplane, so I want to actually see it, like, not on an airplane.
And sing along.
Alright,
Welcome
well-
back,
Animation.
GM.
I have returned, yes.
How much money did Tail find?
Roll the same thing that Henna did. 1d6 and then 3d6.
And also, how many lockpicks did I find?
It's
Sorry.
a set. It's a kit.
Yeah.
They're not disposable.
Right.
They don't break, honey.
So it's about a silver and a few copper.
1 silver and how much copper?
4.
4.
4. Okay.
I realize now what that roll was.
Yes.
I understand
I
the
am
role.
smart.
Copper's the one on the far left on our character sheets, right?
Far right.
I think so.
I think it's backwards.
Yeah, it's
Ow.
copper, silver, gold.
Okay, can I
Yeah.
leave? I'm gonna leave mine as it is, Wolf, and if
Yeah,
unless it
it's-
confuse the hell out of you, but
Yeah, it's
it makes
copper,
sense to
silver,
me.
gold.
Okay. That's probably fine.
If it confuses the hell out of you, let me know and I'll switch it before right this very minute.
No, you should be fine.
Okay.
So, you don't otherwise find anything of note. These guys look almost aggressively nondescript. They're not carrying anything around that really identifies them, which, in its own sense, kind of is a clue on their identity. They're definitely some sort of criminals. You could tell that before, even if they hadn't, attacked you or anything like that. They're definitely kind of dressed and everything to be as non-unique as possible.
Wait, what about the rest of us? There's only 2 of us that
Yeah.
you actually search your thing.
Um,
Okay.
Originally,
Thought you were
found
skipping us.
pretty much about the same thing. That they've all got the crossbows look like they're actually pretty good quality crossbows. This is something that a lot of you would have noticed. They're not kind of ramshackle ones that have probably been looted or stolen, 3rd generation things. They're actually pretty decent quality. More than you would expect, street hoods to have on their person. It would probably be more likely that they'd have something pretty beat up and battered that they stole from somebody and has been put through the paces. But these are actually good quality and in good condition, so they've been taken care of fairly well too.
Can I has one?
Sure.
Okay.
I offer the one I found off my thug.
Sweet. You can hold it for me until I get back over there.
Cool. Just put it in your inventory because I'm not actually gonna remember that.
Yep, no, I'm putting it in here. Crossbow. And I have...
And they
One
do
and
have
0
some bolts.
bolts.
They don't have a lot of them.
Oh yeah, how many bolts can I get out of that?
They've got
So
about
wait,
5.
can we
New
collect all the
follower.
bolts and then give them to...
I'll be right back.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Okay,
That's handy.
so how many bolts are there?
In total, there's probably about 15. Cog Whistle, thank you for the follow.
Nice.
Yeah, between the 3 dead guys, there's about 15 or so. Some of them are better than others, but they're all usable.
Alright, bolts. Thanks, guys, for the bolts.
And then... Hi!
Sorry, I'm back. John.exe got home.
And then...
Hello,
Did my
cats.
guy have anything interesting on him?
No, it's pretty much the same sort of scenario. These guys are dressed very nondescript. They're dressed to not be noticed.
Well, get your butt up here.
Meow.
Everyone say hello to my cat.
Hello, Duke.
Hello.
Yeah, you want to play Dragon Age with me?
Crossbow.
So can I roll for money?
Yes, go ahead and roll for money.
Of course.
Submit.
Better.
Alright.
Again, about 1 silver, a fair few copper.
I'm having a
Alright.
hard
Alright.
time.
No, you're not allowed. No, that's not how that works.
Oh gosh.
I can't add my crossbow to my ranged weapons on my sheet for some reason. It just keeps kicking me out.
Let me see.
I put in crossbow and then I click attack roll to add the attack modifier, and it kicks me out.
Oops.
Here, ever in character. Add.
I can't delete the one that I just accidentally added.
If you
I
go
hit
to modify.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
clicking the trash can, and it's not going anywhere.
Okay.
It shouldn't be. Hold on, let me see. This should be editable. Yeah. It's editable. That's very odd.
I also can't modify the first one I made.
Everything's
Yeah.
broke.
It broke.
Yeah.
Wonder if like
Hi.
everything
Hello, I'm
can
sorry.
Ranged weapon?
John got home. Am I supposed to be doing something?
No,
Okay.
No.
you're
Things are
good.
breaking.
Okay, that's cool.
I'll ping you if you are. How's that?
Okay. Sorry.
You're good. Go say hi to John, cause
I did. I said I gave him a hug and then I talked to him. Well, I muted myself and talked to him for a minute.
Oh, there we go. Now it disappeared. Exactly.
crossbow.
I mean, I can
No,
edit.
I still can't do it.
So it's not completely broken.
Please give me a crossbow.
I will give you a
Short
crossbow.
bow of dwarf beardy.
Dwarfy beardy. I needed something to put in there.
Okay.
What?
Oh god, now everything's screwed up. Oh boy.
Everything's done. Oh wait,
Dwarfy beardy.
that's bizarre. Is that?
I have it popped out, so maybe that could be it.
No, I popped mine back in. I also left game and rejoined and refreshed, and I can't change it. I can't add another weapon.
can you only have
Yeah.
so many ranged weapons?
No, you should be able to have more. There's no reason you wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
Puffy, if you're gonna do that, you have to come here so I can catch you better.
Yeah, it just kicks me out as soon as I try and fill in another
Yeah.
field.
Yeah, I've noticed the same thing. That makes very little sense.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay,
Can you-
it'll let me make a new short range one, but not a long range.
odd. Can you edit your short bow back, Troy?
One sec. Well, right now, I think I need to refresh this page because... Oh, I hit add. I did not mean to hit add. And now I can't delete that one
It's
again.
all broken.
Everything's
broke.
squished, like, near the top. Let me close this out and then pop it out again.
Yeah.
Okay. I see you've renamed my short bow to short bow of dwarfy beardy.
Yes.
Okay,
Because I
let's
needed
try
to see if I
modify.
could edit it.
And I still can't get rid of the one that's below it. But, like,
Yeah, I
I
can't.
can
I
edit.
think that one you can't get rid of. Period.
No, like there's the trash can thing that I just
know,
added.
I know.
And yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I changed it to short bow.
I
so.
can't. I can't even add a new ranged weapon. So, I guess for these character sheets, you can only have 2. If you want more,
That's
you'll have
weird.
to monkey around with things. But yeah, that it is a bit odd. I don't know why you
I
can
mean,
only
like,
have...
I have a throwing knife, like, but I do intend to throw it at some point. And we'll need it in there.
Alright, just like the puppy needs water.
Okay. And I can't edit my throwing knife to turn it into a bow, so...
Yeah.
That
I
sucks.
see you.
I added it to my list of equipment. but I can't add it into my weapons.
I see you.
Hey, Troy.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a person, fuck you and everything you stand for.
Yay.
What?
Wait, what?
Why?
Sorry, John just told me that
Did
Troy
you
got the
catch a
ditto and
ditto?
also needed the ditto quest.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I got one about 30 minutes before I got the Ditto quest, and then at Con Bravo, I got one during the Ditto quest.
No one likes you, Troy.
But I have a Ditto, so, you know.
Yeah, I searched for
Ditto
one
likes
all
him.
day Saturday, all night Saturday at the damn ballpark, and then all day during our Sunday walk, and I still haven't fucking caught one. I keep catching Pokemon at work trying to catch a damn Ditto.
I think mine was a
Are you
Gulpin.
are you catching, like, are you throwing them at the right Pokemon?
Listen, I have a list.
Okay, good. You have the same list that John had.
Okay, I returned.
Hi.
I assume
Welcome
everything is still
back.
broken.
Yeah, I can't even edit my throwing knife to turn it into a bow.
Oh,
So,
fuck's sake.
I can put it. I put it in my equipment list, so I have it listed there in my equipment. But I can't actually add it to my weapons.
That is so freaking weird.
Oh, and throwing knife? What the fuck just happened to my sheet?
Did it get all squished?
No, the throwing knife box is no longer in the ranged weapon. It's not even in the main sheet anymore. It's under the main sheet.
Alright,
Oh.
you have to take a screenshot of that.
Holy fuck.
Alright, I can edit your throwing knife.
Of Elfie elfishness.
It's not even on the sheet anymore. I don't know what happened.
It has... It's ran so far away. I wonder if that... Holy crap!
You're moving it further and further down.
I didn't move it, though!
Oh, fuck.
Roll 20 is a thing, ladies and gentlemen. Roll 20 is
Is a
a
thing.
thing. Alright, well, let's fight with this stuff later. If we need to, we'll do it the hard way on some of this stuff. Hopefully we
Yeah.
won't.
Oh, it's flipping back and forth all over. Oh, lordy. Ah!
You're apparently haunted.
Now my bow's like completely gone. Or my throwing knife is completely missing.
Let me look.
Screen.
I still see it.
Okay. I don't. I'll try relaunching the window.
Yeah, close it and open it back up again.
I'll show you this.
Yes, this I would like to see.
Pictures. Screen caps.
Are you just throwing it into the Dragon Age Discord?
Yeah. So it just popped itself out.
Wow. I wonder if you can actually deliberately.
Oh,
pop it out.
it's back now, and it is like quite far below the where it is. Like this is about like 1 block, so there's like 1 car length between of blank space. There's like 4 car lengths of blank
Alright, I'm gonna do
space.
something
Oh,
terrible.
oh, jeez.
Give me a sec. Give me just a sec.
Okay.
This might be horrifying. And
All right.
terrible.
Okay. Well, relaunching it, put it back into
Okay,
its
no, I
spot.
can't do that. Ooh, yeah, you really dragged that way the hell down there, can't you?
Of Elfie elfishness.
Wow, yeah, that's easy to break. And yet, you can't add more. Or can you?
All right. Well, what did I find in my search, if anything?
There indicate... fuck.
17 is what she rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are tracks basically. It's a city. There's cobblestones, but there's still enough dirt and grass and the like to kind of give you an idea which direction that they went.
Like maybe like some drag marks from Dwarfy Dwarf.
Yeah, there's
Or something.
definitely some drag marks.
Hi, I'm sorry. I just got back to this conversation because you guys were busy.
Okay. Anything else?
Okay.
Not without going further along.
Okay. I will return to the group and tell them what I found and collect my bow from Devera.
Thanks.
My new crossbow. You like tanks, lady?
Got you, fam.
Tanks, darling.
Us elves got to stick together, you know?
You know.
I mean, all the elves in this town? There's a lot of you
Darling.
around.
Yeah. Just killed a bunch.
Yep.
No, those are traitors. Those aren't elves. They're traitors.
Alright, well, I'm going to tell them that I saw drag marks leading away down that way. Do you think we should pursue, or should we
I
tune in
think
for the night?
that we should all go sleep and then deal with it in the morning. You know, we've been traveling all day. We just fought a bunch of shit. I want to fucking go to bed. Let's go to bed.
Yeah,
The
I vote
morning
bed.
might be too late.
But, like, we don't know who they are, and they don't really have a beef with us. We just saw them kicking the crap
we're
out
all-
of the dwarf and decided to Good Samaritan it up.
I mean,
True.
and look at all of us. None of us are in any condition to take on those guys. They're well rested and they're got all their shit. They got their fucking lives together.
That's true.
We're
Yeah,
fucking.
I'll vote bed.
I'm voting the hell out of bed.
Alright. Alright. Sounds good.
And my vote doesn't matter, so we're going to bed.
All right. So you guys were looking for an inn or something to stay at before this all went down.
Yeah.
Not too far from here, there's one called the Cruel Lion.
Okay.
That
Okay.
seems within your price range and not likely to have someone stab you in your sleep and steal all your stuff.
Oh,
Despite the
good.
name?
I'm
That's pretty
always
good.
for not having someone stab me in my sleep.
Despite the
That's-
name.
It's a good thing to not be stabbed in your sleep or robbed.
Yeah, alright.
Or be
Sounds pretty
overcharged.
good.
You
So
can't
where is
exactly use a Yelp on this one or Travel Advisor.
Alright. Let's go find that thing. Would you like me to roll a searching perception
No, I mean
check?
in this case
Okay.
you can. It'll just take a few minutes, but you'll be able to come across it.
Alright.
You were looking for a tavern before this all went down anyway.
Alright, hey folks, let's go back to that tavern we passed back there before this all happened so we can dress our wounds a little better and go the fuck to sleep.
Yeah, bear
I'm
in
all
mind at
about
this
that.
point that it's basically sundown, just after
Yeah.
sundown. So
Yeah.
you've just had a fight, but you're not necessarily let's go to sleep kind of fight, kind of thing.
Okay.
Getting something to eat, maybe having a drink or two, is probably more along the lines before an early night.
Ready?
So
I don't know if anyone else is coming along with us, but
But
I'm gonna
Rachel and I are just
I didn't
slowly
see-
walking down the alley together.
I just didn't see you guys move. I gotta zoom out a little bit. Sorry, I'm way too zoomed in. There we go. Hi, how's it going?
hi.
This guy.
I thought I saw a human. I got distracted.
yeah, you saw a human. It's called John.
I like that human. Let's leave him alone. He's over there quietly playing by himself. Let's not drag him into this shit. We're going to the inn to get some rest. Do you want to come along for a drink?
She asking John.
Yes. His response to what I just said was murder hobo.
Yes, I knew it.
Yes.
I was just gonna make the complaint.
no.
Don't invite him. He's a murder hobo.
Pretty much.
Yes, but he's my murder hobo.
But Hannah, I refuse to play with the murder hobo.
Same.
Okay. Rachel and Villain don't love you, John. He's not listening to me.
So the Cruel Lion, as mentioned, is It's not fantastic, but it's not terrible either. You get inside, and it's got a few tables that are open. There's a fire going on the hearth. It seems a pretty slow night. You think that it's still fairly early for a lot of the drinking establishments, given that it's just past dark. A lot of them will probably get a little busier a bit later. But nevertheless, the person behind the bar waves you over and says, "What can I do for you?"
We haven't eaten, have we?
Nope.
No.
Communication.
What you got to eat around these joints?
Well, tonight it looks like we've got roast lamb, we've got potatoes, we've got mutton stew. We
I
got
begin to drool just a little bit.
We've got bread baked just today, bread and cheese. A little short on the fruit right now, not seasoned. But yeah, if you're asking me what I'd have, the mutton stew smells pretty good.
I'll do the
take
mutton
a-
stew and some bread.
Yeah, I take a long, slow, deep breath in through my nose, smelling the smells, the scents coming from the kitchen, and nod in agreement.
It smells pretty good. I mean, he's definitely playing it up a bit, but it's not half bad. It smells like it'll be pretty tasty.
I'll take some mutton stew and some bread.
All right, if you'll have a seat, I'll have it over. Do you want something to drink? Ale, cider, wine?
Sure.
Well, which of the three do you want, miss?
Mead.
Sorry, man, we're out of mead right now.
Darn.
I'll have one of the ciders if you don't mind. It's no trouble to you.
Cider.
Sure, cider.
Cider sounds delicious.
All right, 2
Cider.
ciders.
Cider
Three
sounds
s-
good.
3 ciders. Want to make it 4, Master Dwarf?
Why
Silent.
not? Let's make it.
All right.
Have a drink. Oh, we plan on staying the night. Do you have perhaps a dinner and room special?
I think I can probably make something happen there for you.
Cool. I was gonna roll my communication skills instead of fucking sweet talk.
Go ahead. Well, he can make something happen, but let's see how good a discount it can be. 12.
Oh, and I got
Should I
stun
roll?
points.
Should
No, only one in this case. Communication's one of those things. If too many cooks spoil the soup, kind of thing.
Yeah.
okay.
So
I just
12
kind
I'll,
of
I'll
12
talk
is
at
enough.
once.
You guys all came in and ordered food and a drink. You were kind of in his good graces already. He'll give you a bit of a discount. Let me tally up how much you guys owe right now, and then I'll see.
Okay. And I got stunt points.
You do get stun points. This is a role-playing one.
Yeah. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait for you to tally though.
Okay. So first,
while she's taking care of that, I kind of wander over towards the table with my cider.
okay, that's fine. There's about a half dozen tables that are open. Most of them are big enough for about 4 people. There's a couple that are big enough to hold probably twice that if they're feeling cozy.
Yeah, I just kind of wander over towards one of the 4 tops, just kind of looking around and observing the place. Casually, not like enough to make a roll.
Okay.
Letting my curiosity flow through me, I guess is the way to put it.
I
It's
follow
about
and
80
gesture
copper.
towards. What?
He asks you if you're gonna have a bath or anything like that as well.
Oh, I would love a bath.
Bath would be good, I suppose.
I'm in with a bath. Heck yeah. It's not common.
He tells you, yeah, we need to know up front because it takes a little while to get all that water heated.
No, clearly. I'll certainly have a bath, monsieur.
All right. And the rest of
I
you?
will also be having a bath.
Bath.
How much per bath?
Well, normally here it's
Shut
about-
up, you stink.
Wow, she called you the fuck out. Shit, man.
It's about a silver each normally, and that comes with towels, a little bit of soap, that sort of thing.
So
Oil,
essentially-
if that's your thing.
A room, dinner, and a bath is about 2 silver, is what you're telling me. A little less.
Yeah, about that.
Okay.
Like a silver each and what, 80 copper each
Yes.
for the dinner room and the cider?
No, that's a silver and 20 copper each for a bath, a room, and a meal and a drink.
Okay.
Cool. Works for me.
Yeah, alright,
So
so
wait,
this goes down to
it's
4.
what?
So you rolled communication.
A
So
buck 20.
That yeah,
A
one
buck
silver,
20.
20 copper. So you rolled.
I can handle that.
So
I can afford that.
There we go.
Yeah.
One silver, 20 copper.
Am I being? No, my mic is still working. So,
Yeah, it's
Villain,
there.
you rolled
Oh.
communications to sweet talk him down. You succeeded. You have stunt points.
Ah, yes.
Tell me what you're doing so I can react appropriately.
I'm thinking of. Well,
I paid the
who
barman.
Who else is in the bar?
It looks like there's just a few workers. You're not sure exactly what they're doing, but they look like kind of blue-collar worker sorts. Probably stopped by for a pint and stew on the way home, or some of them look like they're having more than a few pints. But for the most part, there's not a lot of groups or anybody who looks terribly out of place in this kind of neighborhood.
For the
Okay.
record, I paid the barman and tip him 3 copper.
Okay.
Sorry. I just want to put that out there before we got too far gone.
He
I didn't even
he
think
nods
about
his
leaving
thanks
a
and,
tip.
and sweeps the coins aside.
Dylan, I just had 3 copper and I hate having extra copper.
Uneven
I like
numbers.
even-
No,
yeah.
no, that's good thought. My stunt point is the and another thing.
Okay.
What kind of spices does your chef use?
Really?
I've got a spice problem, okay?
He looks at you a bit odd
For the
and says, I'm not real sure myself, but if you want, I can ask her to come out and talk with you while you're having your stew.
Certainly. I'd love that.
All right, then if you guys will have a seat, your food and drinks will be there in just a few.
I wave to the group as they're done talking because I've already sat. I literally paid the barman and sat back down.
We slowly join you at the table. Waits for our foods.
So yeah,
Yep.
you're waiting for about 5 or 6 minutes before looks like an older elven woman comes over with a tray full of drinks and food and sets it down right in front of each of you and says, go ahead.
I tip kind of as she walks over. I kind of nod my head towards her and just go, "Thank you, milady."
And she nods back and looks around the table and says, "I hear one of you wants to hear what I'm using for my stew."
I kind of sit back in my chair and run my left hand through my short blonde hair and say, "Ah, yes, I could smell it coming from the kitchen. You must tell me the spice you use for your mutton."
Well,
Are you being as seductive as you sound?
Maybe a little bit.
Alright, no judge. I just wanted to make something very clear. I wanted to make it
She
explicit.
looks at you with a bit of her eyebrows raised just a little bit, and for just the briefest of moments, she says,
I
"Well,"
shake my head and I give her a weird look and then shake my head.
She says, "Well, you've got good taste. I'll give you that. Good smell for good food. I tell you what, you're staying over the night.
Indeed, I am.
If you want, I'll make you up a pack of my spice, and you can take it when you leave in the morning."
Oh, really? You'd truly do that for me? How lovely. I'd be truly grateful.
No. No need to be that obsequious with this praise, but
Just being nice.
I can do that. I can do that for you.
Well, thank you.
Just
We should be leaving early in the morning.
Just make me one promise. Don't tell anybody else what it is, and don't go making it here in town.
My lips are sealed.
All right. Then I'll have it waiting for you bright and early tomorrow.
Thank you, lady.
As soon as she walks away, I go, "Oh my god, I cannot believe you tried to seduce her." Could you have
Shut
been
up.
any more obvious about it?
Girl makes good food.
Yeah, you're after her. Food.
I'm after everyone's food.
I give her a look of like, "Get the hell away from me, woman."
I'll have to keep this one on a leash.
I'm
Listen,
just quietly laughing at them.
I will. Listen, if I have to literally buy this woman a leash,
Devera, I've got some cord in my bag.
I look at her. I consider getting up and walking away, and then I just go back to eating my food without saying a fucking word. I don't walk into it.
Chortling while eating stew.
So you're all eating. It's pretty good. It's despite the spice focus, it's not the best stew you've ever had, but it's pretty solid. It's not bad. You feel like it that Everin might be able to make it better on the road if given a chance. But it's certainly more than filling. It's nice and hot. It's tasty enough that before too long you've forgotten that a little while ago you were fighting for your lives. Everybody give me a perception check.
Would you like it with focus?
This is a seeing one, so if you have that.
I have seeing as a focus.
Okay.
Why is mine 2 plus 2?
Because you used your focus.
Oh right, yeah.
If you roll with
That's fine.
focus, then that gives an extra 2. Apparently.
Yeah, I always thought it was plus 1, but it's plus 2. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah, 2 and 2.
So the only
Perception
person
and
actually
focus.
noticed, and for a reason that makes sense, is before all the rest of you are eating, and Troy, you look up, Tail, I should say, you look up and you see that there's a dwarf at the bar talking with the bartender, and you see the bartender look over at you guys and kind of gesture in your direction. The dwarf hands the bartender a few coins and starts heading your way. He's definitely looking at you guys. There's nobody behind you that he could be looking at. He's coming over right to your direction.
Troy, do you disclose this information with the rest of your party?
Yeah, are you gonna inform your group?
I'll nudge the person I'm sitting next to and just give a quick little finger waggle at the guy coming.
Who are you sitting next to?
I don't know. Who am I sitting next to?
On either side of you is Everin and Devira.
Oh, so just like our little. How we
So,
are.
I guess who do you nudge?
Our little square down on the
Yeah.
map there.
So which one of us do you nudge?
I'll nudge Everin and give a little point.
He's not trying to
Nah.
hide or anything, so you
Yeah.
definitely notice him walking over.
Perks my attention. I don't make any discreet look at him. I just look at him. If
Yeah,
not,
by the
lean
time he
lean
gets-
back out of my chair to look past.
By the time he gets to the
Tail.
table, all of you have noticed. He pulls over a chair and sits between Arisa and Devira.
I give him a look of, the fuck you think you're doing?
He says, I beg your pardon, but I think maybe you might have a few answers for me.
I don't answer. I have no You are not an elf, and you're not my friend. I got answers. I don't got answers for you. You're
hear-
a fucking dwarf, a step above a human, and I do not like
That
humans.
a bit earlier tonight, there was a bit of an altercation a few streets from here. And from my understanding, you folks were the ones involved. Am I mistaken?
Well, that's an interesting question. Unfortunately,
That depends
You're
on
still
what
a-
you've got to offer in exchange.
Altercations happen all over the city, I assure you.
I look at him like, the fuck you talking
Oh, I don't
to?
doubt that, but in this particular case, very specific kind of altercation. You know, don't happen to remember a dwarf being dragged away, maybe some beatings, a few dead bodies on the ground. I know the guards are very interested in those, but that's not quite where my attention lies, if you understand me.
I give him a look of, no, you need to be hella more explicit. I'm having none of his shit.
I look amongst my crew. Smells kind of familiar. Instead of sounds, I choose the word smells. Because I'm weird.
He sets a handful of copper on the table and says, "There's more. If you can continuing answering my questions."
I'm scoop that off the table.
I kind of glare at her like, are you kidding me right now?
It's
like,
kind
of like a look of like betrayal.
I
look of betrayal.
I kick her under the table and just look at the dwarf and go on.
It's enough for another round of drinks, he mentions.
Yeah.
And he motions over to one of the serving women to come over and says, they'll have another one, and I want an ale.
I look at him and go, fucking dwarves. All you give a shit about is your damn alcohol.
Shut up, my fears, and just listen to me. That dwarf you guys saw, that was my brother. I'm not sure where he's been taken, but I'm sure that he's not in good condition right now. I hear that you were the last ones to see him around. Now, if we can talk business and stop running off our mouth, then we can settle this amicably. If you're not willing to, well, I'm sure other people might be willing to take my coin.
I just kind of I look
where they went.
I look at my party and I just know that they're gonna take us and that I'm not gonna get say the matter. So I just go back to quietly eating my stew.
Yeah, other people, my dear dwarf, may not have seen where they went like I did.
No, but I'm pretty sure that if I look around far enough, I'm pretty sure I can find somebody. It would be a lot easier, a lot simpler to just make a deal with you all, but if you're not interested, then perhaps I will take my coin elsewhere.
I look him in the eye and go, you know anything about fighting? Do you know anything about fighting?
I know plenty.
Alright. I just go back to quietly eating my stew.
Now, or no?
I like my
looking
party.
for something right now or in the morning? Because with this rainfall coming down, the skid marks are going to disappear fast.
The sooner the better. I'm sure that by morning my brother might not be amongst the living anymore.
Hmm.
And I
We're
can
not
make
going to
that
get
worth
to
your
spend
while.
the night at the inn, are we?
I look at him and I go, do we look like we're in any kind of a shape to take on the people who stole your brother? We are beaten and battered.
I don't know. You seem to you've walked away from it, and they didn't. So yeah, I'd say you're in pretty good shape to take on whatever's still remaining.
Well, do you plan on helping us or just cowering in the shadows?
I've got
One
some
man
other
could
things
make all
to
the
take care of,
difference.
but I'll make it worth your while. Let's put it that way. You'll be acting as my agents in this matter.
Well, I'm just going to look to the group for their input.
I would say I give the party a look that says, this is not my decision.
Let's start with an information trade then. You tell us who those people were that were taking off your brother, and we can tell you what happened once they left.
Well, that's part of the problem. I don't know who they are. There's a number of people who wouldn't mind necessarily seeing me and my brother, wake up in an alley somewhere with a couple black eyes, missing a tooth or two.
And why is that?
When you're a businessman like me, you make enemies. People who didn't quite get the same good deal that you got. People who think that you've put one over on them in your business arrangements. So,
And what is
Legal
your
or
business?
illegal business?
well, now that might be a question, maybe not for this sort of environment, miss.
Got it. Illegal. All right, friends. Do we really want to get involved in any illegal shit?
I lower my voice and my eyes and lean forward very close and say, "What are you smuggling, and where are you taking it?"
That is a bit beyond your pay grade, miss. However, you can reap some of the rewards just as long as I get my brother back. Because the ones who took my brother, I'm sure they're going to be coming for the cargo before too long. And if it's gone, none of us makes out in this arrangement.
I deal in information because I've got a long-term goal. And I like working with people like you.
Oh,
Don't get me wrong, Sir Dwarf. I'm not looking to shut you down. I'm looking for a trade route.
So, how about this? After this is taken care of, that we've both enriched ourselves with the fruits of my travels, we can discuss such an arrangement for the future. But until my brother is back and the cargo has been safely delivered as promised, that all remains up in the air.
Well, I can't take them alone. Guys?
Fine, but I want a bubble bath. I want a bath when we're done. I want a night at the inn. I want to pamper myself.
I'll
Sounds
put
like
some
you
of
already
my
paid for
personal
that.
herbs in your bubbles, Devera.
All right, I'm in. I want to kill a human while we're out.
If we find one and he's done something bad,
Why can't I kill them if they haven't done something bad? They've all done something bad. They're humans.
keep
I'm
your
sure that
voice
you'll
down.
have
There might be
plenty of
one in
opportunity.
here. Tail, darling.
All right. Do you think we'll make it back tonight to sleep at the inn
No.
since we already paid for it?
If you don't make it back,
Absolutely.
I'm sure that you'll be dead. So I would plan on being back here before the
Maybe
end of
just
the
in a
evening.
couple of hours.
All
Okay,
right,
then.
then sure.
Let's make this quick. I want to get my money's worth.
All right.
All right.
So here's what I'm
Great!
offering.
But first, I want
25
to finish eating.
25 silver each. 10 up front. Any expenses within reason that you need to get my brother back, I'll cover. And don't think that I won't look into it either. Now,
Sounds like we have a deal. Slam my hands down. Sorry, that was really loud. Down on the table and pop myself up. Hippity hop over to the barman. I pop him 50 copper, the coppers that that he initially asked for, or gave us for our information. Just be like, keep the bath hot. We'll be back later.
all right. My name's Oswolf. I'll be staying here at this inn myself. I'm gonna stay up in the room, keep myself out of the public eye. My brother's name is Corendon. He's
I want a spelling of that eventually.
okay.
So we got 10 silver up front each.
10 silver up front each, 40 total.
Okay, so add it on to our money then.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Not even close, sweetie.
Better. Good stuff.
Just bring him back here, take him up to my room, ask the bartender. He'll be sure to let you know. And when this is all done, we can all have a nice, relaxing evening. And in the morning, we'll take care of any further business. He spits on his hand and holds it out to Everin to shake.
I'm gonna close his fist and bump it. That's gross.
He smirks in a judging kind of way, and then just does that. Says, "All right, you should probably get on your way, because if Corindon is dead, well, neither one of us are going to be in the best of positions to make business moves going forward."
Got it. Let's go.
Okay. So it only takes a few minutes for you guys to get back to
The alley.
the alleyway.
Woo.
So,
Yeah.
you know where the tracks are.
Yeah.
You know where they at least begin to lead. Who's going to take point on this? Who's going to be the tracker?
I'm already out front.
Okay.
Although I do have the highest perception, I think.
What is your perception?
3.
3. Yeah, mine's 2, but I've got seeing and searching.
That's
focuses.
true. You do have seeing and searching, so I'll let you take it. I'll be.
All right. Are you going to do this just walking through, or are you gonna be stealthy?
Nah, well, I'm up here. I'm on a roof.
It's really hard to track from the roof.
Is it? Okay, never mind.
At this point, it's after dark. It is
Right.
absolutely after dark. And though
Okay.
there are lanterns and torches in the streets, they're pretty sporadic, at least in this part of the city. In the noble quarter, there are a lot more of them. But here, it's pretty intermittent. So if you're not on the ground with a
Okay.
light source, it's definitely not going to work.
Well,
For me, instead of trying to do like the crouch and shadow hop, I'm just trying to blend in. This is a city of elves. I'm gonna look like an elf in a city, but I secretly have my throwing knife ready in my hand,
Okay.
turned inward, like hidden,
Is everybody else going to be
but already readied.
hidden or stealthy in some way? This is
I put a hand on my battle axe in case I need to pull it out very quickly. Kind of subtly put it on my hand, just kind of like subtly put my hand on my battle axe and kind of, I don't like full on sneak, but I'm looking around trying to blend in a little bit. Although I'm not sure how well of a job I'm doing since I'm not really a city elf.
I'm going to be leaning up near the walls and trying to blend in with the shadows.
okay.
Tail.
Just gonna try and be sneaky, I guess.
All right. So those
Come
of you
on!
being
Come up here!
sneaky,
Come
I
up
would
here!
like a I'd like a dexterity roll.
Oh dear lord.
For those of you trying to
Doomed.
be kind of blend in, give me a
blending.
communications roll. Deception focus if you have it.
Nope.
Well,
So wait, which one am I?
weird.
You are blending into
You're
the shadows,
stealthy.
so you're sneaky.
Stealthy.
Sneaky dex.
You're stealthy.
All right.
Ooh,
I
and
have-
she rolls
I
doubles.
have stunt points.
You do have stun points, yes.
She
Oh,
does.
I also have some points, I think. Yeah. wait.
No, you do not.
No.
No.
It's
No.
which one?
It's if you roll doubles.
Yeah.
Doubles, that's what it was. Sorry, I thought it was gnats.
Yeah, it's doubles, and then you have the stunt points of whatever the dragon die
Double.
was, so
Yeah,
the
yeah,
last die.
So I
Yeah.
have lots of stunt points.
You
You got
have
fat.
many stun points, yes. This is
Yeah.
this is considered an exploration for purposes of stun points.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh,
And,
did I roll
Dylan, also give me
Constitution
a
instead?
perception
Oh,
check.
sorry. I rolled Constitution instead of Communication.
Oh.
I realized that it said +1. It's supposed to be +3. I was like, my communication's better than that.
You still also
Oh, good.
It's not much better.
Okay.
I may have done the same
But
thing.
but I have doubles this time.
Mine are the same thing.
Do you want me to use my first roll or my second roll?
Go ahead and use
and
it.
adjust
The first
it,
roll's
or-
fine.
Okay, so then I don't get stun
It's
points.
enough to succeed, and the stun points, there aren't a lot of stunt points that are necessarily relevant here,
Yeah.
so don't worry about that too much.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and roll me a perception, villain, since you are leading the way.
Hold on. Wait. Can I check?
No,
Can I
you
choose
can
my
still
stunt
pick.
points?
This is just establishing
Okay.
how well that villain is starting to track. Really well, as a matter of fact.
With doubles.
Yeah.
Stunts. My stunt points are probably gonna be am I about to make a discovery or
Not immediately, no.
not immediately? No, because I was thinking
Again,
about
stunt
advantageous
points here are
positioning.
not. It's
Well-
basically speedy and maybe advantageous are about the only ones that are relevant to what you.
Wait,
guys are
what
doing
about
right now.
Yeah,
resources
well,
at hand?
What's that?
Resources at hand.
It's
Choose a
in this
focus that
case
you
you're not going to
don't
be
have.
running into combat right now.
Okay.
So
That's what I wanted to know, because if it's
I would-
leading to combat, then the
Yeah.
advantageous positioning, right?
not in this
All right,
particular.
I'll just efficient search and speedy search.
I know, I was like, please don't just take tails.
Or wait, hang on.
I'm sorry if you're picking up John screaming. Let me know.
Something about hating tails. I didn't hear it very well.
I think we're picking
Yeah.
up the TV.
Oh, are you? That's what I said. If you guys hear something, let me know. I can go push
I
it out.
actually don't. I hear John every once in a while, but not often enough to really matter.
That's because John's playing Sonic Mania because he's a masochist.
I mean, yeah.
I've got. All right, if we went with my first roll, then I don't have stunt points anyway, but Arisa does.
What
You
would
have
you
some
like me
points
to
for
do?
the perception.
Oh, right, for the perception check. Duh.
Yeah, not
sorry.
the stealth, but the
Right.
perception.
I totally forgot. Yeah, so efficient search,
Okay.
and then and then that makes me wonder
Okay.
to spend my points.
That makes me wonder. Okay, go ahead and make another perception check test then. For
With focus?
with seeing or
I have seeing and searching.
yeah, go ahead and do it with focus then.
Okay. There's another one.
All right, 14. This is definitely heading to. There's good and there's bad parts of town. This is heading towards the really bad part of town.
Oh,
The part
good.
of town where the inns are. If you don't get eaten by the bed bugs, you're probably going to be stabbed in your sleep. If you're not stabbed in your sleep, you're going to be robbed. If you're not robbed, you probably aren't there. So why are you
I was
even
gonna say,
asking?
if you're not robbed, then you killed someone else.
That's also entirely possible.
I was thinking you just had a really, really good night.
Has your character been in Halam Shiral before, villain?
Probably not.
Okay. Have any
I
of your
stuck
characters been
around
there?
Kirkwall in the northern province mostly.
I need to see the full map before I probably make that decision.
I'm gonna go with no because I remember saying one of the things my character wanted to visit here is my character wanted to visit here originally.
All right,
Gonna
so
check out
let
the
me
Dragon
move back
Age
to
map real quick.
the Thetis map. And
Okay.
I
what
don't
is that?
know. Gosh, I have no idea.
I'm gonna go with no because I'm not actually. convinced
Arisa, you
that-
just left the Dales. You've
Yeah,
probably never been
Arisa's
there.
Probably never
That's
been
what I
there.
thought.
You've never
Okay,
been
yeah, I thought
anywhere.
That yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry,
spent-
my vision.
Yeah, I spent most of my time with my sister in the Free Marshes. Maybe dabbled in Navarra and
So pretty much nobody's been here.
close to Antiva,
Where-
but
where do
no,
the
never
surface
been to
dwarves
Orlais.
Typically hang out, or like where are they typically found?
They're
Large cities.
You're at, yeah, cities. You actually might have been through here, because
Yeah.
Orzammar is just to the east. Depending on where you actually started off your, because you didn't necessarily have to come from Orzammar. You could have been born in the free marches and never seen Orzammar, but if
Mhm.
you have
it's
done dealing
there.
with the dwarf city, you've been there, and you've probably come through. Not necessarily, but there's a good chance you've come
Yeah.
through the city.
Yeah,
Halam Shirel's on a made road.
It's on a main
Put it
road
that
between
way.
Orlais and
I've
Ferelden.
crossed through it, but I've never spent too much time in here.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on your way from Orzammar to Valroyal.
In that case, give me a cunning. Yeah, just a cunning check, Troy.
Cunning. Okay.
All of us?
No, just Troy.
Just try.
Okay.
Yeah, you know that area where the tracks are leading.
Mhm.
It's a really it's basically it's nearly ruins. Is basically what it is. The farther you get out into that, in the parts closest to the city, it's kind of a hellhole. The further you get out, it's more just ruins, squatters, that sort of thing. You've never been in that part of the city, but you've heard of it. You've got Carta contacts, don't you? You've got like smuggler and otherwise somewhat illicit friends, even if you don't participate yourself.
Yeah, I've got a few contacts where I haven't asked where they've gotten their stuff.
Okay. I mean,
And you've got
I'm not
you've got
judging you.
doubles.
So you've probably heard of it. It's called the Ash Quarter, and you've been warned. Basically, it's not a good place to go if you value your money or your life.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a rough part of town.
Okay. Well,
On the other hand, if you need to make a deal, sometimes you can find some really interesting ones down in the Ash Quarter.
mhm.
All right then.
But it's are we gonna do all of this in meters, or are we just gonna do it in yards? And
I mean, it's the same.
imperial.
depth.
Well, yeah, I
A
mean
yard's
imperial
almost a
versus
meter, it
metric,
doesn't matter.
because am I gonna say this is this many kilometers away or this many miles away?
Oh,
Which would
kilometers
you
is
guys
easier
rather
for
do?
me to calculate, but not everyone here. Only me.
I mean, you can say it in kilometers. I'll just be like, oh, that's far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Even with miles, I'm just like, oh, that's far away.
mean it's 2.2 kilometers to the mile, correct? I'm not getting.
No,
mixed up.
1.6
Oh,
1.6.
the 2.2 is
pounds to
weight.
kilos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. That's why I asked. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'll do it in miles, and we'll go from there. So this is about maybe a mile and a half away to the Ash
Okay.
Quarter.
Okay.
Mile and a half.
Okay.
One thing I did forget. Did you guys like make heal checks and heal or anything after the?
A little bit.
We
Yeah.
did
do
heal up.
one round
You
of
guys
healing.
did. Okay.
I didn't
skipped
use
out on-
magic, but I used the
The
healer.
kit.
kit.
No, I feel like I did, but it just didn't take very well.
It failed
Yeah.
for you, yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
failed
that's
for me.
right. I
It
remember
failed.
now.
And
Everyone-
I'm 1 health point short of being full. So
Yeah, no, I was like, you know what? I want to heal. And you were just like, let's just do everybody.
mm-hmm.
And Hannah said you didn't need it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we
I
ended
got
up
a lot of
doing-
health.
I think we ended up doing it anyway, but it failed, so I was just like, whatever. We're
Yeah, it was
probably
the
gonna
only one that
sleep
didn't.
anyway.
You didn't use magic, but you did heal checks, and that was the only one that didn't work on was Hannah. And,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and Hannah was the one that needed it the most.
But we did eat.
You did eat.
we
I'll
get any health for eating?
tell you what. Everybody roll me 2d6.
7,
Alright.
9.
Take the larger of the two numbers and add that to your hit points.
Oh yeah, I'm at max.
Oh.
Got it.
Dog, you are weird.
I'm almost at full health.
I am at full health.
Well, Yeah.
And Devira got a little bit more.
Yeah, just a wee bit.
Hey, it adds up.
It does.
Yep,
It does.
It all adds up for cleaner air.
All right, so I want everybody to give me one more perception check. This will be
All
the
right.
last one you have to do for right now.
Focus or nah?
Damn.
Yes?
Yes. Dear God,
So
Troy.
I
Troy.
got 2 6s with 6 stunt points.
Yeah.
Well, there
That's
goes all
pretty
our high
good.
rolls.
So Devira is I don't know, maybe the cider from earlier is not sitting on her stomach very well. So she's a little distracted. Not enough to cause any serious gastrointestinal problem, but just enough to be distracting. The rest
Can't
of
hold her
you,
liquor.
the rest of you are
I am, young.
True.
yeah.
I'm young too.
So the rest of you are able to keep on the tracks perfectly. There's a couple of times where Devira's like, "Hey, wait, shouldn't we be going that way?" And everybody else looks at her like,
What the
"No,
fuck?
what the hell are you looking at?" So there's no problems at all following these tracks. It does start raining while you guys are out.
We get the rain music. Yes.
There it is.
It might be a little loud.
Yeah, that's a little loud.
It's a lot loud.
All right. Is that
That's
That's
better.
better.
Much better.
Yeah.
turn up just a hair? There we go. Okay. So yeah, it starts raining again. It's coming down pretty well, but you guys at this point are you've almost got like an instinct for where they're taking you. You've never been to Hull, I'm sure all, but despite that fact, you got kind of a feeling you know where they're going. It's you've seen their tracks this whole time, and it just makes perfect sense that they're going for this particular spot, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Sure. I'll
Meanwhile,
trust you.
Devira has to be stopped from getting lost every so often.
Yeah, no.
Devira's
I'll
like
just
just
take her
walking,
arm
not
and
paying
drag
attention.
her along.
The rest of you figure out that Devira is not right behind you, have to go back and get her, that sort of thing.
At that point, I just grab her arm and drag her along
Tow
behind
her.
me.
Okay. So before too long, I mean, you guys have really knocked it out of the park in terms of getting there quickly. I mean, it's about 1.5 miles away. You guys are there, like, you're right at the spot where the tracks lead into. Like you weren't even tracking, like you were just walking there. You were that quick.
Taking a stroll.
Yeah, pretty much.
All
You're
right.
going for a jog and happen to be going right there. So this area it's kind of on the line between where it's just a shithole and between where it's just ruins. You can actually see ruins of like walls or maybe aqueducts. You're not sure. Elven architecture it's
Weird.
so kind of, well, not so much that it's weird, but it's so little understood because of what happened to the Dales.
Otherworldly.
Yeah, it's even to the fact that there are 3 of you who are Elven. This is kind of weird and alien, but at the same time, you feel very comfortable within the around these ruins. Tail, you don't really feel
I'm
much of anything.
fascinated by them.
These are ruins.
I'm fascinated by them because of my fascination with it, Elven culture and shit.
Okay, yeah. You think that
I know my sister would love it, but she's not here. So.
you think that maybe if you were to look at them, you might be able to get like some more insight into how Elven culture used to be back in the day. Maybe stuff that you've heard about secondhand, but have never seen or experienced yourself.
Yep.
But it's otherwise it's pretty ramshackle. There are some buildings that are set up near a corner of a wall, like not necessarily an outer wall, but a city wall of some sort. and these are very clearly human. They're very clearly not even good human. They're half brick, half wood. The roofs have shingles on them, but there's holes. There's pretty crude patches in them. It's all in all, it's pretty run down.
Really crude structure.
Yeah. You think that at some point these might have been better, but they've not been well maintained.
Good.
I kind of note it's a shame that there's all this beautiful elven architecture, and these humans had to go and ruin it with their disgusting looking buildings.
It wasn't just the humans.
So it's the area is kind of like almost like a cul-de-sac. There's basically one main opening between the houses. You think you can kind of squeeze through some of the others, but they're built very close together in general. So to go in another direction that isn't through the main entryway to this little cul-de-sac would probably take a little bit of extra effort, like climbing or squeezing through very small gaps between houses, that sort of thing.
We're losing you, or at least I am.
Is
still
everybody
good for
losing
me.
me?
No.
An AI robot.
No, I think that's just you, sweetie.
No.
It's just me? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fair to wonder if it's me or not, because...
No, now you're coming loud and clear.
Okay. That's good.
There's just a lull in my signal or something.
It happens.
So I say let's not climb on anything, because I think if you even try to jump on any of this, it's just going to come crumbling
Yeah,
down.
yeah, I was
I
thinking
want-
the same thing.
One of you give me a perception check.
Which one?
You decide between yourselves.
I
Well, I
have
have-
the highest perception.
But I have focuses.
That's true.
This is
Do
a
you not
scene.
have a focus?
No, I only have a focus of stamina on my constitution.
Okay, yeah, I've got
The
seeing
focus are one of those things where Troy got lucky and got stats up instead of focuses.
That's right.
So
that's right.
he's better in a more broad variety of perception.
I guess since you're leading, you probably would be the first person
That's
to
true.
notice anything. So
Yeah,
you should
that's-
probably
that
go
also
for the
doesn't make
focus
sense.
for the
You're
check.
the lead tracker. So to
Shit!
speak.
Oh, balls.
You chose this fate for yourselves. I was
Okay.
gonna say my luck's probably run out, but
You got stun points if it
If
works.
it
No, you
succeeds.
have to succeed first to be able to spend the stunt points.
yeah, I said if I succeed.
Yeah,
have
I
stun
was
points.
saying if it works. If it works, you have stun points.
Probably didn't though.
Okay, let's see.
Is the
That's
cider getting
sad.
to you now, Everin?
It's really sad.
That's just a delayed
It
reaction.
took a while. I didn't even drink the whole thing, but
By and large, you guys have been rolling
I'm
really well
lightweight.
tonight, so I was wondering when there was going to be a cock up of some sort.
crash and burn. Oh, fuck my
God.
life.
So you guys are walking on in, and you're kind of standing outside the end of this cul-de-sac, figuring out what you should really be doing, and all of a sudden somebody jumps down from the roof and lands in front of you.
Oh, joy.
It is an elf.
Oh hey.
He's armed. You
Oh.
can't tell if he's armored, but probably not. But he's definitely got a crossbow, and he's leveled it at you. And he says,
Oh, so he's not friendly.
"Well, he hasn't shot it yet. He's had every opportunity to shoot it, but instead of doing so, he says, "What's this about then? What are you doing around here?"
We got lost in the rain. Just gonna walk.
Give me a communications, deceit, or deception.
Fuck.
He looks at you and just, he doesn't even answer. He just gives you a really, you think anybody's going to buy that look. And after a second, he says, "Why don't you try that one again? Make it a little more plausible this time before I shoot you."
We got lost.
We're looking for someone.
Oh, I was muted. Ha. I've kind of pipe up, going, "Well, you see those ruins over there? They're really beautiful." And I've been studying Elven culture, and I really just wanted to see them up close and learn a little bit more about
Make
them.
me a communications
Yeah.
deception.
Yeah. Deceit
At
check.
night,
Oh, shit!
night.
Yeah, well, I tried.
We're all just a bunch of liars.
Hey, to be fair, there was actual truth to mine.
Let's see if he's falling for this shit. He could, but he doesn't.
No!
He should.
He
It's the fucking truth.
he turns his crossbow over and says, "Look, I don't know what you're doing around here, but for your own health, I suggest you go someplace else. Now, if I have to call in the lads, you're not going to be walking home from it."
Well, we have been searching for someone, and we heard they were around these parts.
All right, you're not technically lying, but you're not telling the whole truth either. Give me again a communications deception.
Call him Fallon. It means friend.
Add a plus 1 to your roll for it.
So wait, what?
Roll perception plus 1.
No,
Perception?
communication.
No, communication.
Communication.
Plus 1.
Plus 1.
Sorry.
I don't know how to roll with
I
plus
think
1.
just roll a communication.
Just
and
roll it
then
and
we'll
we'll
add one.
do it in our heads.
I got 12.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see if he's buying this one.
Oh, son of a bitch.
False.
He's not buying that one. I didn't lie, though.
This guy's really smart.
He's not really smart. He's just really perceptive in this particular
He just
case.
really sees through our...
I kind of look at him, realizing that he's not
Um,
buying it, and ask him, "Question, before you murder us, what the hell's an elf like you doing out here? You could be so much greater than this."
Not everyone hates humans like you do, Tavira.
Facepalm.
If he's gonna murder us, I at least want to know.
Look, I just want to get out of the rain. Turn around, go the other way, and I'll pretend I didn't see you.
I kind of turn around and start to listen to him because I'm not in the mood to fight. And I wait for knowing one of my party members is gonna pull me back into it.
I'm right next to you, so I grab you before you can leave.
I want to see the ruins. I wasn't lying.
I decide to use my hang on, I'm trying to decide if I want to do this or not. Shoot, the only way I'd be able to attack him would be brawling, wouldn't it be?
Probably.
Because I was
Ready a
thinking
weapon.
if I decide to backstab him by catching him unaware.
Yeah, you'd need to...
I can attack him.
It's true, you can.
It's true.
I have a hand on. Wait, follow-up question. I have a hand on my battle axe. Does that count as having a weapon ready?
No,
No.
because you need
Okay,
to
never
draw it
mind.
out.
Okay,
Alright.
I let out a big huff and I grab Tail by the back of the shirt and I'm just like, dude, have you seen a dwarf?
He
Point.
says,
Have you seen another dwarf?
you give me a perception check. Just ever.
Just me. With, I assume, no focus.
Actually, yes, focus.
Yes,
Seeing.
focus. Yes, focus. Seeing. Still kind of suck.
He reacts to that. Just a little bit. Just for the briefest of moments. And then he's back just kind of scowling at you. Says, are you still talking? I told you to get out of here.
The hand that I've got Tail by the shirt with, I like take a finger that Elfie friend can't see and like tap him on the back, tap Tail on the back of the head, trying to like signal him that I saw something. Like this guy faltered. Anything.
I'm still probably just gonna go and try and tackle him.
Okay. This is about to get very interesting.
Go for the
Dear
attack.
Lord, he has a crossbow.
He's got a cross. There's probably a bunch of people aiming at us right now, but fuck it.
Do you want to see if there's anybody else aiming at you?
Yes.
Sure.
All right, give
Before I
me.
decide to.
Yeah, before
Can
you
I
decide
do
to
a
attack
perception
him.
test?
I'm going to say that Everin and Teo cannot make this roll because you were focused on the guy who's talking.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Okay.
I'll make this
Oh,
roll. Why
shit.
not?
You suck.
All right, I'll make it.
That's
Come
a
on,
bad one.
Tavira.
Dude!
Oh god.
Well, you know.
The
Tail,
cider's
give me a
really
cunning
getting
roll.
to you.
Tail,
Cunning.
give me a cunning roll.
Cunning.
To be honest, to be fair, I was more focused on the ruins than I was anything else.
Wow, yeah, your guys' rolls have died.
Yeah, all our luck is spent in
It
the
is
first 3 rolls.
Fantastic, I love it.
Yeah, we're about to get in a fight.
We got here really fast.
You guys
We're
have
really
no,
bad
there,
at talking to
there
people.
could be a half dozen crossbowmen in these windows, and you'd have no idea.
No fucking idea.
Not the faintest
no,
idea.
I'd rather wait before we all get murdered.
And this guy's certainly acting like he's got backup.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I still have that tiny little knife in my hand.
I still have my staff.
Mm-hmm.
And I can do magic.
How about... Oh god, I'm probably gonna fail. If I threaten him, I'm probably gonna fail it.
the way you guys are rolling, yes,
Almost certainly.
100%
Oh
going to fail.
god.
Because you guys
Oh,
got all
God,
your
shit.
good rolls 100% out of the way.
Out of the
Rolling
gate, yeah.
17s and 19s, and now it's like, can you
Yeah,
reach
we're
double
shit.
digits ever again? I'm not sure.
Alright.
I have doubts.
So, how far away is he from Tail and I?
He is probably about 7 or 8 yards.
Oh, so that far.
Yeah, he didn't come up too close.
Right.
Do you guys want some meta advice?
Yes.
Sure.
You can always come back.
That's true.
Retreat is not necessarily a defeat.
We could go check out those ruins.
I kind of start,
So-
as soon as she says that, I start pulling her arm. I want to go, come on, come on.
Yeah, I'm a turn heel and leave, and just. All right, friend.
All right,
Although
you
I know I don't speak Elven, can I use occasional words?
Yeah.
Even though I don't. Okay.
Yeah.
The Elvish word for friend is Fallon. So I'd be
So-
like, all right, thanks, Fallon. And
You can
turn
see
heel
him roll his eyes. There is, if you'd attacked him right then, you would have caught him completely unawares. He is rolling his eyes that fucking hard.
Yep.
But
So
he does.
Shitty city elf.
But he does let you walk away, and he walks to get under an Eve. And let's take a break right here. Everybody get something to drink. Go to the restroom.
Yeah.
Do your stuff. I have a phone call, so go for it.
Love my boyfriend, got it.
Yeah, I need more water.
What? My boyfriend set me off. Bye. I'll be back.
Not very long, actually.
Is that new?
Okay,
Then
someone give me a
throw
time to be back, bye.
10 minutes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It probably was fine until everything started losing refrigeration last night. So just toss it. Alright, so we have returned.
No. I bought it
Ready.
for 20.
Back to rain.
All right.
Okay. So, you guys were turning away after you were buffed in your attempt to follow these tracks. And you lied incredibly poorly.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Even when you were telling half-truths, you were like, nope.
Lie by omission. Really bad.
So what are you going to do now?
Well, get out of earshot of that guy. Shouldn't have to go far since it's raining. Same with lighting.
Yeah, probably not too far.
Try to find some cover, a little bit at least.
Yeah, maybe under an overhang of one of these aqueducts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too hard to get out of what should be his line of sight and get out from underneath the rain.
So what now, folks?
I say we. Go ahead, Wolf.
I was just going to say, you're sure that this dwarf was definitely within this cluster of houses.
That way. Probably climb the ruins. They're a lot more sturdy. Certainly not up a sheer wall because it's raining, but if there is a handy place to get up.
There's more than a few places where you think you could scale the something or another.
I mean, they've been here a long ass time. I don't think they're gonna crumble.
I say if we go anywhere, we should have our weapons drawn at this point. We won't even get
Yeah.
too many weird looks for that. We're in that part of town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ideally, I would. Personally, I'm gonna put my little throwing knife away, and I would like to get up on something higher, like the aqueduct, and
I pull out my two-handed axe.
circle back to that little cul-de-sac. Ideally,
Okay.
you can let me know what that's gonna take.
Okay. So since you guys are climbing stuff, let's get.
Well, I'm at least climbing stuff.
That's true.
I don't know, but
But if the
everyone
rest of you are eventually going to climb stuff too, let's get
else. Some decks going.
yeah, dexterity.
Climb stuff.
Did you actually climb
I
stuff?
just want to sit.
We both got a 6.
Climb.
We got the same roll.
You did.
Yep,
actually.
just backwards. Or just rearranged. I just have it.
Anybody else
I suppose I
climbing
should
right now?
probably see if I can climb stuff. I
Nope, your rope's
cannot
got in the
climb
way.
stuff.
Let me see if I have a good. Wait, we need dexterity to climb.
Yeah.
Yep.
I cannot climb anything. It's fine.
Where the
Arissa
fuck
is.
is? Oh yeah, I'll climb the hell out of it.
Arissa is not having a good time climbing.
She
Wait.
is wet and heavily robed.
Oh yeah, she's fallen into the
Oh.
mud and is.
Devera's agile.
Devera's.
I'm agile as fuck,
Devera's
bro.
just fine. You guys are gonna have to give Arissa a hand up somehow.
Not the best.
Hold up.
I got some rope.
I was about to ask.
Or Devera, you could probably like strength check to pull her up.
All right, I'll do
Yeah,
it.
we'll do that. Go ahead and give me a strength roll then.
Sure.
13. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say that's enough.
Okay. Because I have rope.
I got cord. Although
I mean,
the
if
rope
you're already
is
up,
probably
we don't
easier.
really need the rope anymore. Well, yet,
Yeah.
I should say.
All right, so you're on. The ruins basically are up against some of the roofs. You kind of have to. You kind of have to go between the two of them to get to the top, and you can't quite climb all the way up to the top of the aqueduct. Not here, but you're on the roof.
Want something sturdy?
As sturdy as you can find. You don't think you're
It's
gonna fall
wet.
through immediately, But if it keeps raining and you keep standing there, or if you guys get a little too close to one another, then it maybe becomes in doubt.
Okay. So do we have to climb a second time, or can we start moving towards
You
that
can move
area
towards
again?
the cul-de-sac. You can move towards the center.
Okay. I'm a sneaky sneak. I'm gonna sneaky sneak with my bow drawn. Sneak.
I also will pull out my bow.
And
I
an
pull out my two-handed axe.
arrow knocked.
Mm-hmm.
No wait. I kind of pull out my can I pull out my battle axe and have it in my hand, but have it not be like is it a subtle-ish weapon?
Out of sheath. I wouldn't call it subtle though.
Like if I stand up there on a roof with a battle axe in my hand, is anyone gonna question me?
Yes.
Yes.
If they notice,
Oh, okay.
yes. But
Okay,
they have to
I wasn't
notice
sure.
you first.
Well, that's true. Because my two-handed axe, obviously, you're gonna fucking notice me. Alright, I kind of pull out my battle axe, but hide behind everybody else.
Okay.
I guess I'm leading the pack.
Am I in the back or in front of Devira?
You can be behind me. That way you have some protection.
Thanks.
And-
I
and the
appreciate
cat.
that.
You definitely have a cat.
My cat.
No.
Oh.
My cat's meowing.
No, that's
Hi.
right, your cat. Okay.
Hi.
Alright, get moving on.
Okay. So you make your way. Let me get stealth rolls from everybody.
That's Dex, right?
Yes.
Oh dear lord.
Oh, good.
This can't possibly go wrong, right?
I got doubles.
So
True.
did I.
Oh, I just so did I.
That's true.
We
Two of
all
you got-
did.
Two of you got
But I-
one doubles though.
Is 12
I
enough?
did.
You guys did well enough.
Okay. Even though we all rolled at least 1-1, and two of us rolled 2 1s.
Yeah, but you all
Hey,
rolled in
how's it going?
double digits, so that's a change from the last few rolls you've been having.
True.
Yeah. Woo. And let's see. I have 1 stunt point.
That's true.
Did I
Devera's
have
got
1?
6. Troy has 1.
I
And
have 5.
you have 5. Well, like, I'm gonna use my 1 point for advantageous positioning, please.
Okay.
And my bow is already out.
Okay.
Could I do advantageous positioning and the upper hand?
Yes.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
All right.
I guess I'll advantageously position myself since I can't do anything else.
Well, you guys really are kind of in an advantageous position.
Yeah.
So you're on these rooftops. You look back to your kind of to your right, and you see the I guess it's the guard who was keeping you out. He's under an awning, trying to stay out of the rain. It looks like it's actual guard post. It's pretty ramshackle, but you can definitely tell that it's intended to keep people out and have somebody be there to vet or evaluate everybody who's coming in. This whole place,
is
now that you're up on the roof, it's almost like this is a little village, almost like it's on its own.
A little
It's
neighborhood.
yeah, it's separated from the closest other buildings or ruins by at least a couple 100 meters in every direction. So it's not super close to anything else that's around it. It's its own little neighborhood,
Okay.
and that's the main gate is what you guys were up to. You see, as mentioned, you do see the guard. You also see a couple of other people. They're near what looks like a cellar entrance. They're standing under an awning. There's a lantern hanging from that awning, and the two of them are they're very clearly standing watch, but they're also very clearly not paying too much attention. They're they seem definitely more concentrated on staying out of the rain and talking to each other than they are kind of keeping watch on anything that might be coming their way. At this
And
point, it's
forgive me
been
because
raining
I
for a while,
tuned-
and it's pretty damn cold.
Forgive me because I tuned out for a second. Are there more guards than there are us?
Not that you can see, no.
Okay.
There's like the one guy that confronted us and 2 guys near a cellar door.
Okay.
Is what we got out of that.
Yeah, go ahead and make me perception checks. This is going to be a hearing perception check.
I do not have a hearing focus, so regular.
Oh, damn.
Did mine roll go through?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
God damn, you guys are rolling well again. I like that.
Just
We're
wait until we
really
start
good at
attacking.
exploring.
Yeah,
We're
clearly.
really shite at attacking and lying.
Attacking and lying, but exploring, you're fine.
We're really good at exploring.
So far, it's the only good thing you've been at. You can't make out what's being said. This is mostly, this is just Troy and Devira and Tail. You can't make out what's being said, but from the things that are being said, you can actually hear 2 sets of voices, and you can hear the guard at the gate kind of talking to himself. So there's at least 2 more, possibly more people that you can't see around. In addition, since
Guard
Troy
talking to
rolled
him.
fucking gangbusters. He
Yeah.
didn't roll max, but he rolled pretty close.
Yeah.
You can hear the occasional shout, and from what you can tell, it's probably coming down from in that cellar. You can't hear what's being said, but it's angry.
Okay. So 2 guys by the lantern, 1 guy at the guard post, and we can hear at least a few other voices
2 more dudes.
by each
They
guy.
both have stunt points.
Yeah, did any of...
I
That's
can't
true.
do. I don't. There's
Count?
nothing I'm really.
Okay, I wasn't sure if
in
they,
this
if they
case,
were gonna
perception.
count.
This is a perception one, so I don't think there's really anything.
I mean, other than like efficient
Yeah.
or speedy search.
Yeah.
I'm just stating a
Object of
fact.
your attention. Yeah, there's not much.
So you guys are up on the roof. You are basically like overhanging. You're. Let's see. How do I put this? So the cul-de-sac. You are on the west side of the cul-de-sac.
No map
You're-
today?
I don't have a specific map for this. If I can, I will get one for next week. But we're probably
Okay.
going to wrap it up before too terribly long. So
Okay, good.
Um,
No offense to you all. I just would like to spend a couple minutes with my boyfriend.
yeah, no, it's
No,
fine.
that's fair. We have lives.
I went into today with a terrible mood, so I don't want to go super mood. But so roughly speaking, you guys are on the west side of the cul-de-sac, about a third of the way up. The cellar is on the north side, about more towards not in the center, but more towards the west. The gate is at the south end of the cul-de-sac, and the voices you're hearing but can't see are past the cul-de-sac there to the north, and you can see that there's kind of a path that goes back to some other houses that are back there.
Okay, so we're on the west.
Uh-huh.
Gates in the south.
Right.
Cellar is northwest. And voices are further north.
Can we make it? Can we travel on rooftops so that we are above the guards guarding the cellar door?
Yes. You can do that.
That'd be it.
Has Troy? Did you disclose the information about the voices from the cellar guard to us?
Well, you
Sure.
heard it too.
No, I didn't hear the cellar
No.
thing. Only Troy heard
You
that.
guys can.
But
You
he
guys can hear
disclosed
the
that, okay.
guards. Tail
Yeah,
can
so-
specifically hear the yelling in the ground.
Which he just said
Okay.
he disclosed to the rest of us. So, I kind of look and I just go, I kind of, go. Hold
Sir.
on, I'm trying.
Is there a rock nearby?
No, you're on a rooftop.
But I'm on like broken aqueduct.
No,
rubble.
at this point, you're actually straight up on the roof.
On a roof. Okay.
Yeah, the aqueduct is more to the west. It's bound. It presents the boundaries, and you've had to go in to reach the cul-de-sac.
Okay.
So-
If you want to go
I-
over there and get a rock, you can, but immediately next to you there isn't necessarily one. If you want to like
Okay.
throw something in general, yeah, you can find something to throw.
I
have
attempted to
something.
motion to the group like that we should go above the traveler door and try to like sneak kill the guards.
I'm gonna pull one of my. I have 4 empty half-pint bottles on me. They
That's true. I
empty.
forgot you got those.
I do for keeping herbs in. I'm gonna take one out of my pack, and I'm gonna hurl it. I'm gonna hurl it. Okay. First, I'm gonna show it to my crew and try and motion to them that I'm gonna chuck it to make noise, essentially. And I motion like, should I throw it towards the door, like the trap door, like the cellar, or should I throw it south towards the gate guy?
I try to attempt to motion like towards the gate guy, and I try to motion towards the gate guy. We'll leave it there for
I
now.
will say that if you whisper, you will not be overheard. It is still raining.
Okay.
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 I'd be like, should I get our friend that stopped us?
It's
Or
raining
try-
just this loud.
this loud.
That's so loud.
Yeah. Should
I
I-
kind of I
All right,
motion
well, I ask him.
distract the guards away from the cellar door so we can try to sneak in.
I don't
not
think
motion, I
sneaking
whisper.
in is going to work well for us. Just saying.
We might have to sneak back out, and that might not bode well for us.
No, I think we should just defeat them straight out. And
All right. Well, then let's. Okay. I'm gonna choose
get
to
it
throw
over
my
with.
glass. I'm gonna choose to throw my glass bottle towards the our friend from earlier in the south, because he's the guard. He's likely got like some sort of whistle or something. I'm gonna try and take him out quietly, since all of us already have our weapons drawn.
Uh-huh.
And we're all in advantageous positioning, so I'm gonna hurl that glass bottle to the cobblestone below, slightly north of his post in the south, so somewhere between us and him.
All right. And we will find out what happens next time.
Ooh.
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger!
Cliffhanger!
I'm gonna hand -1 bottle.
So you guys might want to write down in chat that you have a advantageous position or upper hand.
Yeah.
I think the only one who had upper hand was Rachel.
Me? No, I
Oh,
thought
it
I.
was
we
different.
all did.
No, I think in the Dragon Age chat, Sweetie, not that one.
Yeah, Dragon Age.
I have
In the
both.
Discord
That
chat.
was Hannah that you just called Sweetie.
Oh,
but okay.
sorry. I couldn't see all I
Wow.
saw.
Troy.
Not telling
I
everybody,
don't
Troy.
listen.
Yeah, we
Dawn
all chose,
would be uber jealous, and he would not have stand for this.
We all chose advantageous positioning, but Rachel chose the upper hand
Yeah, that's what I mean.
as well.
Troy, John would like you to know that you can do whatever you want, apparently include toward his
Advantageous
girlfriend.
position.
Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll keep going
Right.
from there.
Next week I will be actually be in my own house, but
Yeah.
Is there anybody we should raid? I don't.
Alright.
Oh! I figured out how to do a thing.
Oh,
What'd you do?
My character sheet. If you double click on your name, then it goes away for a minute. Except it's a little,
on your character sheet?
yeah.
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what you're talking about either.
I'm not quite sure either. Do you guys want
Okay.
to do a
What are you
raid or
talking
should we
about?
just call it a stream?
I think we can just call it.
I'm gonna.
Alright.
I'm probably going to.
Okay, on your character sheet,